are a winner.
To find out.
Stand tall, be proud in the face of doubt. You shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. You are a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner, feel no pain. Yeah, I woke up feeling like a champion. Every move I make, I got the stamina. Eyes on the prize, never lose sight. Grinding every day, pushing through the night. Got the fire in my soul, never back down. In the ring of life, I'm the one with the crown. Sweat and tears, yeah, I paid the cost. Every battle fought, I'm never lost. Hit the ball, feel a winner. Stand tall, be proud in the face of doubt. You shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Every challenge met, every goal in sight. In the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. Hit the road, feel the power. In this moment, it's our hour. Rise above, break the chain. You're a winner, feel no pain. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud in the face of doubt. You shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. In this moment, own your name. You are a winner in this game. You are a winner. Stand tall, be proud in the face of doubt. You shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win. Stand tall, in the gym, on the grind, it's a warrior's fight. From the bottom to the top, yeah, I've been there. With the heart of a lion, I face the dare. No fear, no limits, just pure drive. In the race of life, I'm alive. With every push, with every strain, I'm a winner, feel the gain. In the mirror, what do you see? Out in the face of doubt, you shout it loud. Feel the strength, let it in. With every step, you're gonna win.
Yes! Oh Lord! Oh boy! Yes, we're back again. We're back. We are back again, guys. We are back again. Good afternoon, good evening to everyone out there. Welcome back to your transfer feed. Welcome back live to BlueClouds Media YouTube channel. Absolutely. Transfer feed is brought to you by BlueClouds Media YouTube channel. And we are kicking off today with a huge transfer news. Chelsea is in active talk to sign Xavi Simons. Was being reported yesterday. Besides Xavi Simons from RB Leipzig, also will be exploring the move for Alejandro Garnacho and Morgan Rogers to find out these ambition. Chelsea plans over £200 million in sale, including potentially retain to Benfica. It's in progress. That's João Felix. States like João Felix to return back to Benfica is also in progress. So stay tuned for more details of it as Chelsea ambition pursuit of Xavi Simons, the financial balancing act. Also, we'll be talking about that. So stay tuned. We got a lot for you to cover today. We got a lot to cover on today's show. Nate Zion is here. Stephen G will be joining us here a bit later. So the guys, do not go anywhere. Stick with us. Stick with us. We'll be right back in just a second. Hello. Welcome back again from that short break. Chelsea have made an official club-to-club contact with Ajax for Jorrel Hato as next top priority. Also, will be exploring move for Alejandro Garnacho and Morgan Rogers, like I said earlier on, to fund these ambitious Chelsea plans. Over 200 million pounds in sale, including potential Christopher Nkunku plus João Felix return to Benfica, also in progress. Stay tuned for all these news happening live on this platform. Steven is joining us here. Let's get Steven on the stream. Steven, welcome back to the show. And how are things going for you?
Yeah, things are going good, bro. Just give me 2 seconds because I had TV as background noise. Just turn that down. Right. Yeah, no, I'm not bad, bro. Not bad. How are you?
I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. It's just another day, and I'm kind of buzzing, man. As a Chelsea fan, we've been enjoying transfer. I would say transfer merry-go-round for almost about 3 decades now. I would say it's getting to 3 decades. Anytime there's a transfer window open, Chelsea fans are always happy. We've been happy last season. We're happy this season. Every summer, we are always happy to see at least about 5 players coming into Chelsea Football Club. Is it ever gonna end?
I doubt it. Whether it's young players or first team signings, who knows?
Yeah. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting development news coming out from English Premier League. And today we have other rival clubs we'll be talking about. We have news from Liverpool, Man United. We have also some Newcastle United news on Alexander Isak. Isak is asking for huge amount of wages before he can extend his contract with the with Newcastle. Also, like I said, new development news also coming from Ajax. Yeah, Chelsea have opened club-to-club conversation in pursuit of Jorrel Hato, the left-back sensational player for Ajax. Chelsea are looking, and also it looks like the Xavi Simons deal is imminent. It looks like it's almost done. Done deal. We're very close to that deal, so watch out for that as we are live today. Steven is joining me here. Others will follow suit later. We might have DJ Salva, JC, all of these gentlemen will be joining us as time goes on. So if you're already watching us, wherever platform you're watching us from, don't forget, Nizan is here. He wants you to like the video. Also, participate in the poll that we put up there. And also let us know, follow us on X and like the video. Subscribe if it's the first time on this platform. Subscribe to the channel. We're going to go through the comments section and see what you guys are saying in the comments section. Cole Palmer, big up to Cole Palmer. Yeah, Cole Palmer over there. Daniel Knight, big up to Daniel. Diamond, big up to man like Diamond. Yes, Chelsea King in the building. Guys are repping the channel already. Big up to you guys. You guys are legends. Daniel Knight, good guy, man. I know I've seen him a couple streams. Daniel Knight, Diamond, and Cole Palmer, moderator on this platform. He is, I don't know how to say it, but he is a good person. He's always on this platform and support this platform every day. So Cole Palmer, welcome back to the stream again. Let's see what Cole Palmer says. Is we are moving in the right direction, which I even gave him. I said, yeah. It didn't come out well, but Cole Palmer, you're right, brother. That's what I meant to say. Big up to everyone. Welcome back to the stream. Diamond said, hello, team. Welcome to the stream. Big up to Diamond. Absolutely. Without Diamond, I wouldn't be here too. Big up to Diamond. And Daniel Knight, my man himself, he says, if we get Jorrel Hato and Xavi Simons a deal done, I hope we go and get a new number one goalkeeper. I have a bad news for you. I have a very, very bad news for you. If you're thinking of having a number one goalkeeper, I would say another goalkeeper to the football club, I would say, please, you need to forget about it because it's not going to happen. It ain't happening yet. No goalkeeper is coming through the door. They are confident with Robert Sanchez for now. So don't worry. There won't be any other one coming in. I can't believe the Viega deal is off for Atletico Madrid. Yeah, I don't know why, but we'll see. There's definitely going to move him on. We'll see where he goes McCain, big up to McCain. McCain, I've been waiting for your message on X. I'm not X on Instagram for some years now. Still haven't seen it. Please shoot me a message on Instagram or X. If you're on X, also you can. McCain, I know you're not on X. That's what I'm saying. Instagram. A big up to you yourself, Annie from McCain. Big up to you, Big McCain. Hope you guys are all doing well. So, guys, let's get to the nitty gritty of today's stream. Steven is here. We're gonna start from Steven was here when we discussed the Xavi Simons deal yesterday. As it was being reported that Chelsea have opened club to club conversation going on right now, but there are other details involved. As we have our transfer man on the stream today, Steven is going to take us through the little details in these Xavi Simons report. Steven,
Yeah.
What's the possibility? Rating it out of 10, how can you rate it that Chelsea can get this thing done?
9. I'd never say 10 until there's some other sort of agreement. I'd never say 10.
But you giving that a 9. But what's the reason giving it a 9? I know, but I want you to bring this out.
I know we're probably going to talk on Hato as well. So
Definitely.
I'll just briefly touch on the fact that with both of them, personal terms don't seem to be an issue, which means we got player buy-in. In both of them, Chelsea are moving to club talks now. So it's progressing, and it's progressing fast on both fronts, both those players. So also there was reports that Bayern Munich are interested, but Xavi Simons is leaning towards the Premier League. There's Arsenal interest, but Arsenal have not had any talks with him yet. And as a result of Arsenal not having talks yet, I don't see how Arsenal can come in and hijack it. Also, Xavi Simons, when he was younger, had a trial at Chelsea. Did you know that?
No, I didn't know that. I saw it later on the stream. I was like, wow.
Yeah, so you have seen it.
Yeah, I've seen it. Yeah, I've seen it on Yeah.
No, but you said it as if you didn't have any idea. So that's where I was.
I mean, I had no idea until seeing it on our group chat.
Now you have an idea, innit? You know.
Now I do. Yeah. Now I do. But we knew with Jamil Musiala a long time that he has training, and he was with Chelsea. But I never knew. We also knew that who else? Some of the players that came had trials when they were very young. What's his name? Kylian Mbappe. Kylian Mbappe was very popular, but we don't know about Xavi Simons, that he had trials with Chelsea until I saw it a few hours ago.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, go for it.
Yeah, no, but that's my thing. Like, he had trials at Chelsea. I think there was something about like he loves Chelsea since he was younger as well. So again, another thing that goes in our favour. We've got player buy-in, so that's another thing in our favour. There's just a lot of things that are in Chelsea's favour right now, and because of that, I don't see it being an issue. Mo from Blue Lounge has said Vega deal off. Did I miss something? Yeah, that's been reported by Romano and others. It's because of they're going for.
Oh,
I can't remember the guy's name. I've just seen it. Hanko or something. But that deal's cheaper, and that's why they're going for him right now. As of this moment, the deal for Vega to Atletico Madrid is on hold. The wording on hold is from Matteo Moretto, who I think people will be very familiar with by now. We've spoken about reports from him before. Reliable journalist
from Spain, right?
Yeah.
All right, go for it.
Oh no, I was just having a sip of a drink. That's all.
All right, so just like we're discussing here, reports came in, little tweets from here and there, some from Simon Phillips, some from there, some from that, reporting that Xavi Simons has trials when he was a little kid. He came to Chelsea and have trials, and as I said, personal terms is not a problem right now. A club to club conversation right now. So with the player and the club, it's done. It's a done deal there. So now the conversation is between the as which is Ajax and then Chelsea Football Club. Reports are also saying that Ajax and Chelsea Football Club has a very, very good relationship, which could make this deal move on very, very smoothly. And I asked Steven, how does he rate this deal on the rate of a 10? And he said 9. That means that we could see here we go very, very soon, either Hato or Xavi Simons. We'll talk about Hato here later. Hato is the latest developing news coming from England, but then Simons was yesterday that the deal broke out. So we're looking at it. Steven, what's the numbers involved? Guys, keep your comment coming. I'll take my time and go through them. But big up to you, big brother Mo. Welcome back to the show again. Nice seeing you as usual. When you check on your inbox, you find something there. So check there whenever you're ready. Thank you very much, Mo, for jumping on. And we have Scala also here with us. Michael Obinka, big up to you, Michael. I hope you're doing very well. He's a Blue family. Welcome back to the Blue family, or welcome back to the Blue family. He said, big up, guys. Big up, Michael. I hope you are fine. And Daniel, big up to Daniel himself. He says, we got better pools than us now because Chelsea the World Championship. But hey, do not disrespect Arsenal. They've won a trophy.
Let's not kid ourselves. We had bigger pool before that as well, so it's not a new thing.
Absolutely, yeah. Do not disrespect Arsenal. Do not disrespect Arsenal. They've won a trophy. They've won a trophy.
He's disrespecting Arsenal, yeah.
No. I'm not saying he is. I'm just saying they've won a trophy. Yeah.
Huh?
You're not getting me.
Arsenal ain't won a big trophy in what?
Years? I'm taking the mick out of them. I'm just taking the mick out of them. They won a trophy today.
Quickly,
I said today
for a second, yeah.
Yeah.
Chelsea have had a bigger pool than Arsenal for a long while, yeah? Bear in mind, we were 12th and we were still getting players like Moises Caicedo and Enzo Fernandes and players of that level, yeah? And I remember, because of where we were, people were trying to put it down to wages. Well, you know that we ain't paying players a lot of wages, guys, so stop the BSing, yeah? Another point to that is, you got to think, right? The players that are coming through now, they're born like 2003, 2004, 2005. They're that sort of age, yeah? From like 2003 to like 2005, 2006. They're like the young players, yeah?
Yeah.
They haven't seen Arsenal win anything other than an FA Cup. They've seen Chelsea dominate English football in the sense that Chelsea had 2 periods where they were really dominant. Chelsea had been the dominant side in terms of across English football for the better part of that time period when you factor in European stuff and trophies and all that, right? Not just in England, right?
Okay.
Obviously, now you're in the Man City era where Man City have dominated for 6-7 years, yeah? But Chelsea were always consistently around the top for the most part and in the Champions League and all this for the majority of the time, yeah? They would have seen, all these players coming up now would have seen Chelsea win 2 European Cups.
Right.
Yeah? They would have seen Chelsea win multiple Premier League titles.
Okay.
Like, it just is what it is. That helps massively because the players coming through now are the Chelsea generation of player in a sense. When I say that, I mean, when it comes to English football, they've seen more from Chelsea and what Chelsea had done being successful compared to Arsenal, for example, or, well, Liverpool until the last few years, of course.
I do agree with you. Absolutely. I mean, you're right. There are so many things we can. I mean, Chelsea start, I'll say, if you say pulling power, if Chelsea were able to pull Ashley Cole from there, that's pulling power because Arsenal were not able to retain those players and keep them. But then they had the option to move away from Arsenal and join Chelsea. There are some players that have come from there. You know what I'm saying? Fabregas did not come directly, but he went through, that channel. He could have gone back to Arsenal, but then he came.
Never play for another Premier League club.
Yeah. But thank you very much. Randall said, will Kobe leave United? Okay, and what team will he play? Right, don't worry, we got a United fan on the channel for you. So all your Manchester United question, address it, send them in. You have a United fan who will answer your questions for you 100%. I'll give you what I think and from what I've seen. But then you have a diehard Manchester United fan in the studio already. He will give you all the answers. So if you're an Arsenal fan, you're a Liverpool fan, keep your questions in the comment section below, and then we'll address them as they come in. So Randall said that I am a big United fan from Kenya. Big up to all our Kenyan brothers that support this platform and even support Chelsea. Chelsea are the club World Cup champions, and can you imagine that Chelsea can even go on relegation and still be the best club in the world? Yeah, they can go on relegation and still be the best club in the world until they return back to the Premier League before the competition take place again, and yeah.
We don't even need to get into that hypothetical because Chelsea ain't getting relegated.
Yeah, I'm just giving them that can happen.
Yeah, no, I hear what you're saying, but also let's not get into unrealistic hypotheticals.
Okay, I hear you. Okay. Yeah.
And Skylar, I'm not saying this out of disrespect to you or United, but a not so unrealistic one is, well, how are United going to do? Are they still going to struggle again? Because they've not done a lot of business, really. And they still technically need to improve their defence. I'd be concerned about that if I was United. I'm not saying they're getting relegated, just to clarify. I'm just saying there's no guarantee they're going to return to the top half of the table this season. Look at Chelsea, how it was a slow thing, right? That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I do understand. Michael I think Michael Obinka said Chelsea is cooking, guys. Simon had to bomb, and the more they look down on us, the more we progress. Much love to Blue Blood. Thank you very much, my brother. I hope you're doing well. And Randall said that in Kenya, Man United is the most supported, followed by Chelsea. I'll tell you the reason why you don't have much supporters over there. If you've had any player, if let's say Wanyama, if I can remember, it's only the Kenyan that have played in the Premier League. If you have played for Chelsea, I'm sure majority of Chelsea fans, the fans there will be Chelsea fans, to be honest with you, because if Wanyama have played for Chelsea. But yeah, let's hear from our brother. Scala, welcome back to the show, and how are you doing, sir? Scala, are you there? Scala can't hear us right now. I think he's having connection issues, but still, we'll take it up. Randall, keep your comment coming, and Scala will take his time, and then he will join us here in a bit again, and he will address your questions for you. Rabata, big up to you, Rabata, and everyone joining the show today. Big up to you. Great show as usual. Thank you, Rabba.
Hello.
Yeah, Stephen, what do you say?
Wanyama's not the only one. I knew he wasn't the only one. He was the first Kenyan. He's not the only Kenyan.
Can you hear me?
Well, there's no other. If I can remember, I don't. Yeah, I can hear you now. I don't remember any other Kenyan playing the league right now. After Wanyama was the first.
Origi's the next most notable one, and then there's some guy called Jonah Ayunga who I've never heard of. Played for
Did you say Origi? Did you say Origi? Did you say Origi?
Divock Origi. You know Liverpool?
Yeah, he's not a Kenyan.
It says he is.
He's a Belgium.
Nee, I'm looking at a website, Post Sport Kenya.
Divock Origi. No.
Yeah.
No, Origi. Okay, let's put it this way. Origi wasn't before. Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Hold on a second.
It's got to be how we comment about France, where they're from. Like,
hold on a second. Hold on a second.
Represent another nation in Europe. That's what.
Then he's not a Kenyan. Then he's not a Kenyan.
I'm reading this thing from a website to do with Kenya. Yeah.
I understand you. I understand what you're saying. If Divock Origi is a Kenyan,
He is Belgian.
but he is factually
yeah,
Kenyan.
I remember I said Belgian. Yeah.
Yeah, he's Belgian. He's not Kenyan.
He's Kenyan.
He's not
He
Kenyan.
represented Belgium.
No, Steven. You're not getting it. If you represent Belgium, he's not a Kenyan.
So put it this way, yeah. If someone's English and Irish, yeah, but they're mainly English, but they represent Irish, you saying they're not English?
They're not English. They're Irish.
Well, they are because their
No,
blood is
they're not. They're not. If you choose, look, let me. If Tammy Abraham. No, hold on, DJ. Hold on, Steven. Hold on. I understand what you're saying.
His parents,
I understand. I understand that. Let me tell you, Doku is a Ghanaian, but Doku chose to play for Belgium. He's a Belgian right now. He's not Belgian. He's not a Ghanaian. He's not a Ghanaian. Although he goes to Ghana, he's got a lot of families. His mom and dad, everyone is from Ghana. He chose to play for the Belgian. When he got the record, he's not a Ghanaian. Same thing with Dimarco Origi. Origi is not a Kenyan. But then Wanyama played for Tottenham Hotspur and he represents Kenya. He's the only first Kenyan. And when you go in the documents, he's a Kenyan and play for the Kenyan national team.
There's literally articles about Origi referencing his.
He never played for Kenya. He never played for Kenya. So how did he? What does he have to do with Kenya? His parents can be coming from there. We all know that. If we go into details, there's so many players that one is from Irish, one is from there. But in the country that you choose to play for, that's where you're coming from.
He was born in Belgium, but one or both of his parents are from Kenya.
So it's I understand that, but it doesn't make him a Kenyan.
He literally is Kenyan.
No, it's not.
Nee, just because I represent another country don't mean I'm not everything else.
No, when it comes to football, it's different. You're from Belgium. When it comes to football,
his dad represented Kenya. So, look, he's Kenyan.
He represents Kenya. When did he represent Kenya?
His dad represented Kenya.
Okay, but he didn't represent Kenya. We're not talking about his dad. We're not talking about his dad. We're talking about him. Did not represent Kenya, so he's not Kenyan. That is what the Premier League said. The first Kenyan to represent to play in the Premier League is Wanyama or whatever his name is.
Wanyama was before Origi.
No, Origi was in the league before Wanyama. What are you talking about?
Oh my lord,
Steven, check Origi was in the league before Wanyama. Check the league. Check very well.
Guaranteed.
So let's hear from Scala. Scala, can you address some of the questions that are in there? Then we can follow up with these conversation here.
What questions?
You have a United fan who asked a question about Kobe Mainoo. Where does he go? Is he still with the football club and still extend his contract, or what's going on with him?
Yeah, we are not selling Kobe Mainoo. I mean,
okay.
He's going to be there at the club. I mean, although he is a very sellable asset, if you remember, Chelsea were heavily linked with him. But yeah, we are not going to be selling him. But if I am Kobe Mainoo, I would have like some kind of. I would like to leave the club because I don't see him playing first team in this team. No chance, absolutely no chance. And he's not a double pivot player. He cannot play as a 6 or an 8. He can only play as a number 10. And we already got a big queue for that. So I'll be very surprised. I think he has to make his way in. He has to replace either Cunha or Mbomo, which I don't see that happening. And we are playing one game a week. So
okay,
it's if you're Kobe Mainoo, it's going to be difficult taking into the team.
I remember Scala. I remember we were here the other day when we talked about Kobe Mainoo. Interest of joining Chelsea, and I think you said no, you're not gonna sanction that. Are you gonna send him out on loan or just sell him for pure profit?
No, I won't sell him because Amorim could be sacked after 10 games. If you looked at our fixtures, I mean, someone really hates Amorim. If we are playing at least 6 or 7 out of the big 6 teams. So he could be gone after 10 games, which I don't think so, but he could be gone by Christmas. And maybe if we employ a new manager, he might go to a flat back 4. So in that system, Kobe Mainoo could do well. Maybe it's like we play Cunha or Mbomo as wingers, and then we can put Bruno and Kobe Mainoo as switchable number 10s and number 8. So he could work in that system. But right now, I will be very skeptical of getting a game time if I have Kobe Mainoo because that's not happening. Because I don't know. Something happened towards the end of the season where the manager completely, phased him out. He scored that goal against Lyon to make it 3-3 or 4-4, one of that. And then I don't know what happened. But he will find it very difficult, man, to break into this team. I'm not selling it. I'm selling him though.
You're not selling him.
Yeah, I won't mind him to go to a loan, but not in the Premier League. I don't want that.
Okay, thank you very much. Scala is from is a Manchester United fan over here with us today. So all your United questions, Keep them coming here. I'm sure. What's his name again? Randall. Yeah, I'm sure he answered your questions for you very, very well. Thank you very much for those comments. Keep them coming. Makim, big up to Makim. Origi is Belgium and Congolese. It's not even Kenya. That's what they're saying here. Makim, Steven, did you see that? Makim said he's a Congolese, not from Kenya. Not from Kenya. Because I remember that the only Kenyan that I've played for the Premier League is Wanyama. Wanyama, who was, I think, he was Southampton before he came to Tottenham Hotspur, if I can remember. Origi never played for Kenya from Randall. So that's it right there. Please like, comment, and share from Michael O'Bainka. Thank you very much, Michael, for joining. Then Big Man himself, Mob Boss, he says, salute to you, Blue Clouds. Are you enjoying your preseason break? Me, I don't have a preseason break. I wish I have one. We content creators. We are non-stop. The only days that I enjoy is the weekends. I take days off, and even those weekends are very, very busy days in the Premier League. You get what I'm saying? Either Chelsea plays on Sundays or Monday or Saturday. You get what I'm saying? So we don't catch a break. We can't catch a break because we're supposed to have a break, but then Club World Cup came in, and then also transfer also came in. First transfer came in, and we've been working non-stop, bro. Non-stop. It would be nice if we're making millions, but then YouTube don't even pay us nothing. But we're doing it for the love of the game. We love it. But thank you very much, boss. I don't have any preseason to enjoy. I'm still the players are enjoying preseason, but I'm here. Put in the shift all the time. Kobe can play first night from Randall. Are you going for Xavi Simons, Eze, or Hato? I think that report we are going in for Simons and Hato. Eze is out of the list. Chelsea don't fancy that move. So that's the truth. Hato
and Xavi Simons are also not the same position, by the way.
Yeah, they're not the same position. Hato plays the left back and then the left centre back, and Simons plays, I think, is a midfield and then the left wing, right?
Simons plays on the wing and as a 10. Also, knee.
Attacking,
I never said Wanyama wasn't the first. Wanyama was 2013. Origi was 2015.
But Origi was in the Kenyan. So that's ends the argument.
So you say you're American and Ghanaian, right?
Yeah.
He's Kenyan and Belgian. That's a fact.
No, someone says Congolese.
His parent and his cousin literally played for Kenya. Literally played for Kenya. Look,
I'm not saying that is not right. That is right. But the country that he plays for is where he's coming from.
Oh,
do you understand?
Man. But that's like saying you play for America, you then not Ghanaian?
I've not played for America, so I'm not. I haven't played for America. When you go into papers, I haven't played for American national team.
Are you then not Ghanaian? You are, because your blood Ghanaian.
No, forget about the blood. In football, the country that you represent is where they say you're coming from.
The roots are what they are.
Look, right now when you go on the paper, they won't say Tammy Abraham is a Nigerian international. They'll say British or English international.
It'd be like, it's probably in some places British born Nigerian or something like that. So you reference it.
Yeah, they will say that, but usually what you're saying is a first Kenyan. You cannot say Dimeco Origi is a first Kenyan to play in the Premier League because he's never played
first. No,
forget about the first. Forget about the first or second. But you cannot say he's the third or last Kenyan because he never played for the Kenyan national team. He played for Belgium, so he's from Belgium. Kenyan. You get what I'm saying?
He's literally Kenyan.
You just trying to make things.
His roots are Kenyan.
No,
your roots are Ghanaian. Yeah.
The roots don't make it. It doesn't make a difference here. The roots don't make a difference here.
It literally does make a difference.
So you're telling me, Ajiman, who plays for
Kenyan, correct or not?
It's correct. That's correct. It's a Belgian born, but it's from Belgium. It's a Belgian born Kenyan.
Can I jump in here, Nee?
Do you understand?
Big up as well. I want to jump in. Has an Algerian won the Ballon d'Or?
No.
but Zidane is Algerian.
There you go.
See what I mean? So depending on the country that you represent, that's going to be the country that you're going to be identified with. So
Exactly.
Zinedine Zidane is Algerian, but at the same time he's French, and he represented France in the World Cup. He represented France on the international stage. Therefore, he is going to be French, even though the blood that is in his veins, is from Algeria. However, that is not what he's known by. That is not what he represents, and that is not the accreditation that he will be given. So Algerians are proud of Zidane, but at the same time, they know that him winning the Ballon d'Or, him winning the World Cup, is for France. It's not for Algeria.
But my point is, like, yes, the media are going to do what they do, but factually speaking, by roots, an Algerian has won it. He is Algerian.
Steven, I understand what you say. When you go historically, look, as Steven, let me say this. Has any Ghanaian won the World Cup before?
I don't know every single person ever to play football, so I could not tell you an answer.
Okay, there's no Ghanaian who has won the World Cup before. There's no Ghanaian. But there is one that has Ghanaian roots that have won it. Both mom and dad are Ghanaians. But then he represented the French national team, Marcel Desailly. Do you understand? In that option, there's no Ghanaian name in there but French. Do you understand? So when you say the first, you can say the first Ghanaian to win, to touch the World Cup. They will say the French. Was Marcel Desailly was the French who won it. There's not going to be a Ghanaian name over there, but it's a French-born Ghanaian.
But this is what I'm saying. I'm not saying there's an issue with you. It's an issue with media in general, because these players have literally spoken on their roots from Algeria, from Kenya, from this, from that, but it never gets referenced just because they represent another country. It should be like the French-born or the Belgian-born, and then whatever they're from, right? Okay. That's my point. That's my whole argument.
But I mean, I can add something to that. So
then again, when it comes to France, you'd be doing that for like every player in the whole squad.
Yeah, and it's not just that, but I mean, I'm gonna speak on my behalf, and I think Nick will resonate here.
Yeah, let's finish that, and then we can move on from it. Yeah.
So on my behalf, so I'm my roots are from Iraq. Okay. If you ask me, I'm British. All right. I grew up in Yorkshire, so I'm British. My roots are from Iraq. Now, in the media, they will take everything good that I do, and they will label that as being British. Everything bad that I'm going to do, they will label that as being Iraqi.
Exactly.
So that is the issue. Okay, so
that's what I'm saying is the issue.
Let me just land here. So Zinedine Zidane, when he won the World Cup, they lighted the Arc de Triomphe in Paris with his face, and they put Merci Zidane or Merci Zizou. When Zinedine Zidane headbutted, what was it? Materazzi. Okay, everyone is like, the Algerian cost us the World Cup. So you see,
that's literally my point, though, is that the media pick and choose when they want to reference somebody's roots, and they always do it. Oh, yes, negative. Let's reference it then, because that's when it suits the narrative. That's my whole issue here. Is like, factually speaking, yes, he's Algerian. Factually speaking, yes, Origi is also Kenyan. That's my whole issue. Is that because it don't get highlighted? There's literally like I said it like because I had it on my screen. Yeah. There's a thing about Origi talking about his Kenyan roots, and I'm like, but this is the issue. The media won't reference it. Do you know what I mean? Because it doesn't suit the narrative, right? If Belgium win the World Cup and he's in the squad, they won't reference it because it doesn't suit the narrative, right? They want them, because the way the media works, right? A lot of the media obviously run by European. They go on it, look like, oh, European power. He represents Belgium. Yeah, Belgium. We're not going to reference the roots and all that. But the second he forbid he does something wrong. Oh, now we're gonna reference it because now we're talking negatively. We want it to look like it's from those roots, not European roots, because it's dumb. The media's twisted in the head. Facts. Like what you're referencing with Zidane, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember. I'm only born in 99, so I would not know what they reference to him as in the incident when he done headbutt, right? But if they then only then decided, yeah, now we gotta care about the roots, it's like, okay, there's a fundamental issue that needs to be highlighted.
All right, thank you very much, guys. It was just a little, a little debate and misunderstanding here because it's all. I don't want to go back to it. We're gonna move on from there. Scala, you want to add anything to what we just said, or we can move on from there?
We can move on, man. I have no interest on what Origi is or what he's not. I couldn't care less, to be honest. I think
but you're also British. You're also British, right?
I'm not British. I'm Indian.
I'm just messing with you, Scala.
If you're playing for, this is strictly footballing terms. If you're playing from the nation you represent, for me, you are that nationality. I don't care what your parents are. I don't really care if Mbappe's parents are Cameroonian. I think for me, he's French. So
yeah, where are you playing?
Get into this lots of things, especially with what happened at United, especially with certain players. And I saw this personally with Pogba and Martial, but let's not go into that. We can talk about football. I think certain things are best left behind.
Thank you very much, Scala.
Just a correction: Mbappe is half Cameroonian, half Algerian.
Yeah, and then Mbappe is half Cameroonian, half.
He was born in France, so and that's why he's eligible, isn't it?
Yeah,
correct.
Yeah, because the rules are backwards.
So it's both parents are not from there, but they all migrated to France and then became citizens of French, and then and their kid become what? So where do you put them now? 3 national. Where do you put this young kid? Mom and dad are both from Africa, different countries, but he's got nothing.
Still reference the roots, but the media won't. That's what I'm saying is an issue here.
Yeah, and Mo, the same thing with Doku. Doku, the same thing. Doku, mom and dad are all from Ghana, but he was born in Belgium. You get what I'm saying? Mom and dad are all from Ghana.
Before changing.
Yeah. All right, so guys, we're gonna
Sorry, if you don't play a full international after the age of 21, you're eligible to play for any one of the teams that you can select. So if you play a full international before 21, right? There's a few. There's a few players I know who played full internationals. I think even Diego Costa, he played full internationals for Brazil.
Brazil, and then he changed to
Brazil.
Spain.
Then he changed to Spain. Yeah. So
somehow he
there is
managed
that.
to play in a full international.
Yeah. The only thing I want to add to this is the following. If you have multiple nationalities, so I mean, I have I'm a dual national. I'm an Iraqi Brit. I have a nephew who is tri nationality. He is Iraqi, Egyptian, Brit. I have another nephew who is Iraqi, Moroccan, Brit. Okay, so they can play for Morocco, they can play for England, they can play for France, they can play different countries. But really and truly, what country do you feel most attached to as an individual? And that should be the country that you represent. So if my child wants to represent Iraq because that's what they're attached to, brilliant. If they want to represent England because that's what they're attached to, brilliant. What is in your heart, and follow that. Don't. And I know there's a debate in regards to money. I'm going to play for France because France can win the World Cup. I will get a bigger reputation. I will get a better contract. Blah blah blah. If that's your motivation, I feel sorry for you. But if you're a good player, you're going to make it big, regardless of what country you represent. Play for the country that you feel the most attachment to, and that should be.
No, Steven, let's move on. Please. Let's move on. Let's move on.
Bro said like people might do it for money. Like, like this country's bigger. If I play for them, I can get more. It also works kind of in the opposite way, not for money reasons, but some players might look at it and go, okay, this team's too strong, so I'm going to represent, say, Nigeria or Ghana. Like Ola Aina did it, right? He was able to play for England, and he went to Nigeria, I think, right? Hudson Odoi's having a similar thing where he's deciding between where he's got to represent.
His time is gone. Ghana will not even take it. His time is even gone.
There was only talk about that a year ago, right?
Yeah. When he was in that playing for Chelsea, he was being called to the national team, and he was playing games to the national team. Now, look, Austin Odoi, let me tell you, to be honest with you, they are 10 times better players than Austin Odoi in Ghana. But because they don't have money, they can't make it to the national team. But you, Austin Odoi, with the Chelsea affiliation, and they call you to the national team, and you will poo-poo them, you're not going to get a chance again. You will not get a chance again. No, you won't. And he's never going to play in the World Cup. The only time you can get the chance to play in the World Cup was when you go to Ghana. England, no, you're not going to get there. You're not going to get England. Even when you have feet, you have a chance to play in the Ghana national team. And there are better players there. There are better players in that team. But we're going to move on. We're going to move on from there. Guys, so we apologize for sticking. It's just a little education. It's very important that people understand why this happened. So I know with this time that we spend on it, you guys can have a little education, and then we're gonna move on from there. But thank you very much, Randall.
Anyway,
do what, Steven?
We always end up going on tangents eventually, anyway.
Yeah. Randall said, bro, just move on from there. Yes, we are moving on from there. Courtney, big up to you, Courtney. Absolutely. Long time no see. Yeah, long time no see. It says a big up, Rude Boys. Absolutely. Courtney, long time no see. I hope you're doing very, very well. We have a DJ also joining us here. We have Scala joining us here. But before we go back to Stephen and Mo, let's hear from Scala what he want to share with us today regards to Chelsea's link, or if any other link that he wants to share with us in the Premier League. You can go for it. If you have United story you want to share with us, Scala, go for it, brother.
Yeah, I saw you guys are linked with some Ajax centre back who I have never heard of him before. So I'm not going to
good player.
On him. Mm-hmm. Yeah, I just saw that he can play as a right centre back and probably as a left back as well. So I think that's good because so I think that's good because I don't think you have too much competition in your centre back positions as you have in your attack. I think Tosin and all these guys, they're okay. I think I don't see anyone. I don't see anyone standing out outrightly. Maybe Caldwell probably, but other rest of them, they're I think they are switchable. So I don't see them the top. That's why I don't know why you guys are not going and buying an experienced centre back. But it is what it is. It's your policy. You guys want to buy all these under 25 players, so it is good. Yeah, I think we talked heavily about this guy, Xavi Simons yesterday.
Yes. Yeah.
And I think I don't know how much price they are quoting, but. I think he improves your bench. I think he's a like-for-like replacement for Nkunku. He can play multiple positions. He's a decent ball carrier. Yeah, but that's about it. I don't think, as I said yesterday, I don't think he raises your level. I think if you get someone like a Morgan Rogers, someone like that, I think that's someone who raises your level. You know, that he can...
Mohamed what? What's his name again?
Morgan Rogers from...
Morgan Rogers. Morgan Rogers, okay. Yeah, Premier League proving too.
Yeah, he's an excellent player. You know, he's someone who I highly rate. I think if you get him, that's someone who increases the level of your first 11. Which Xavi Simons, I think he I don't know. I haven't been convinced with him since I saw him for Holland, and I watched a couple of games of Leipzig as well. So yeah, I think he's all right. I think he replaces Nkunku and does the job. But I was expecting after winning this Club World Cup.
Yeah,
you would go all out for someone like a Rodrigo or something like that. You know, make a proper like how Liverpool are doing. You know, guys have the money as well to make a statement signing. And Xavi Simons and all this Dutch centre back, they are good players, but I guess it is about building the squad. And you guys are already in 4 competitions, so I think he will help in that. But I don't know. I would, if I was a Chelsea fan after winning that Club World Cup, I would have liked someone better than Xavi Simons. And I think the centre back is okay, but someone like a Rogers or a Rodrigo, why not? I mean, if Arsenal are linked with Rodrigo and you guys are claiming that we have a better pull than him, Why can't you go for him?
Who? Rodrigo.
Rodrigo. Yeah,
It's
I
not
Rodrigo.
think from what I know,
There's issues with wages that he wants and stuff like that. And that's why we're not.
the
Also, there
wages are very, very high.
There was suddenly talk. Oh yeah, now he's interested in an extension at Real Madrid. Then it came out again. Oh no, he's not. It's like, couldn't this guy just make up his mind what he wants to do?
All right.
Yeah, if he
1
wants
minute,
high
yeah,
wages,
I'll
doesn't make sense to go to Arsenal because they've got two players earning more than 300k. I'm pretty sure Gyökeres will be earning more than 250. So I can't see Arsenal affording him. And then he was linked with Bayern, and Bayern don't pay high. So I don't know if you can convince him for a project, he might take a pay cut. I mean, I don't think it's just the wages because Liverpool are linked with him, and Liverpool are like they don't pay big wages. So I don't know, someone like Rodrigo, you can break the bank. I mean, you are breaking the bank for the likes of Sterling and all those guys. So why not him?
All right, thank you very much, Scala, for his view on this. We haven't heard from DJ. Let's welcome DJ. Then we're going to go to Mo Kasim to give us his point on the latest development. I will come back to DJ later. DJ, unless DJ is ready.
Yeah, big up, guys. Big up to every single one of you, man. It's always a pleasure. Big up to everyone in the comments as well. Yeah, listen, I was just listening to what Scholar was just saying there, and look, I'm always here to listen to people's own views and opinions on what they take and what they say. What I will say is, in terms of what he just said, is I think the reason why we're not going, and I think Scholar, you know this as well as I do. I've been going on and harping on about experienced players for my team for such a long time. That's what we need in this team. However, I think once we prove that we can beat PSG in the Club World Cup final with such a young team, I think it proves that the young project does work. And if you think about it from this way, PSG went and done it with the Champions League last season with such a young team. They've got a few experienced players, and obviously the Brazilian centre back at the back. They've got obviously Donnarumma and so on. But other than that, they've got more or less a young team out there. If you want to put Dembele as well in there. So I think the reason why we're not looking at all these big name players as we like is because I think they're looking at this project and they're thinking, you know what, we've won the Club World Cup. More or less, you can call it a little mini Champions League if you want to call it that. And we came out on top and won the tournament. So and in that kind of like way, I have to say, when you look at players like Hato and Simons coming in, I think Simons improves our squad. I really do. I think I've seen enough of this kid to say I think he's going to come in and do a really good job for us. And the fact that he was linked with Bayern Munich, he was linked with Liverpool, he was linked with a lot of big clubs. And in the end, he got his move to Chelsea because it seems like Chelsea was the only club he wanted. Yeah, I mean, I think that is actually a testament to him that he stuck to his guns as he wanted Chelsea. So I'm going to see what he does next season. I think I've seen enough of him to say I think he'll come in and he'll make an impact in our team. I really do. And I think, he will be part of the squad depth that we've got in the team, and he'll only improve us as well. So, I don't think it's a bad signing. I get where you're coming from as well, Skull. I think you're right in terms of what you're saying in terms of, we should have been looking at maybe some experienced players, like an experienced goalkeeper for me to come in. That is better than Sanchez. Maybe get a couple, even a centre back to come in. I agree with that, and I still will stick to that because I still think we still need an experienced centre back for me coming into the squad. So look, at the end of the day, it's what we're doing at the moment. They're not going to change their way of doing things, and at the end of the, I'm not sitting back and saying, so far I've said to myself about this ownership, and I'll still say it again. Yeah, I will. They've got to prove me wrong, and the fact that we've gone and won the Club World Cup. Obviously, we went and won the Conference Cup. They're slowly starting to say, I'm starting to slowly see what they're trying to do. At the same time, though, I still think we do need experienced players to help this squad for next season because, as you said, we are now fighting in the Champions League next season.
But DJ,
and we
what's
are going to probably be challenging.
For you?
Experience for me, someone over 25 plus, bro. I mean, someone like or 20 in that kind of ilk of a player. So if you were to say to me like, DJ, would you like to take the Brazilian centre back from PSG? I'd say, yeah, I'd take him any day of the week. His name's just completely missed me, and I know who he is. It's just missed me completely this moment. Marquinhos, yeah. I would take him.
PSG.
I would take the Inter Milan defender as well. I mean, there are defenders in there that we can go, but it's what we're doing at the moment, and this is how we're running at the moment. And to be fair, we've actually shown that we can win we can actually win a trophy with a young team. I think we've shown that, and the Club World Cup has been that, because not many, people can sit there and say what kind of tournament it is, but we still went out there and won with a young team against another young team in PSG who actually won the Champions League. That's
Whoever
how I'm
was
looking at
scouting
it
as
from
the
that
best in the
angle.
world before the tournament, anyway.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay,
Thank you, bro.
let me ask you a follow up, because I
Um,
think
Yeah, go for it, bro.
Scala, no, hold on. Scala, we're gonna come back to you. Mo hasn't have a say at all. I was
Haven't
more
you, Mo?
supposed to
Sorry,
jump in
bro.
before.
to all of you guys. So,
Oh.
because I just wanted to ask, like, what's your expectation of the league? Because all this
Okay.
cup competitions are okay. You guys always win the cups, and you won the Champions League, and then you fizzle out. The last time I remember you guys losing a final was against Liverpool, the back-to-back FA Cup and Carabao Cup. After that, you won back-to-back 2 finals. So if I was a Chelsea fan, this is what I would be thinking. Like, Liverpool are winning the league; they have improved significantly. Arsenal are always a bridesmaid, and Man City are in a bit of a rebuild. So I think I made this point a couple of weeks back. Like, why not go for an all-out for the league? Because it's just Liverpool at the moment was significantly better. And as you said, you won the World Cup. So what's your expectation of the league? That's what I want to know. Like, why don't you like, make a stake for the league, like from day one? I mean, you haven't won it since 2016. So that's a question for all of you.
That's a big question here. I'll note it down and we'll get into it once more have his thoughts. But yeah, Steven, what do you have on the screen? We've gone from Bayern, Modric, and Jackson 16 starts combined in top 5 league before Chelsea to targeting Joao Pedro, Xavi Simons, Kudus, and Gettins close to 100 appearances each. What does that mean, Steven?
You're saying, well, he or she, I don't know who runs the account, is saying that we've gone from buying these people who aren't experienced in the top 5 leagues to look at our targets. And bear in mind, of the 4 names mentioned as targets it looks like we're signing 3 of those 4. The only one we haven't is Kudus. Yeah.
Right.
And what they're saying is, in top 5 leagues, each of them have close to or more than 100 appearances each.
Okay.
So they're saying no experience in top 5 leagues between these 3. Then you look at each of the next ones, and each of them are close to 100 appearances in a top 5 league each. Which, when you add it, okay, I don't know the exact numbers, but let's just say each of them have done 100, right? Starts or whatever, appearances, whatever, in a top 5 league, right?
Okay.
Joao Pedro, Xavi Simons, Gittins. That's, if we take their average that they've put of close to 100 appearances and just round it to 100, that's 300 appearances total coming into the team from first team football in top 5 leagues. That's, I presume, only factoring in league appearances, not factoring in stuff like Champions League and stuff like that as well.
Okay. Thank you very much for explaining.
By the way.
Do what, Steven?
Feel free to take it down whenever you want.
Okay. Yeah, I'll keep it there for a little bit, and until I want to display something on the screen, then I will. But thank you very much for explaining that to us. So let's go to more. What do you make of these play? I guess I have to show it right now since we're about to talk about them. Yeah. Over to you, Mo, and then we'll address that question from Scala.
Okay, so I'm going to see if I can do this. Nee, if you can just add that to the screen.
Okay. All right. I'll do that. Go ahead.
Okay, so this is a tweet from Fabrizio Romano literally a few minutes ago. It says Hanco to Atletico deal with Renato Vega on hold. Won't stop Chelsea in talks for Jorrel Hato, because we all know that outgoings will be contributing to the incomings in regards to the kitty. So Fabrizio Romano says Chelsea want Hato and negotiations are well underway with Ajax after player green light. deal absolutely still on, as exclusively reported today. So the Renato Vega deal is on hold and is potentially collapsed, as Atleti have signed another defender. Apparently, the deal was on with Atletico 40 million euros. I think Atletico wanted a player for the 35 mark, which is what they paid for.
The guy they signed, Hanko, was about
yeah.
30 million euros all in, including add-ons.
Yeah, that's the deal that they went with. So, but in regards to Hato, deal is still progressing. But is this going to have an impact on the Simmons deal? And I think the fact that Fabrizio Mono is highlighting this, and in the tweets that I've seen today, Hato has been a priority for Chelsea. Now, a priority target for Chelsea. What about Simmons? I think in regards to the attackers, Chelsea are currently working on more than one option. Simmons is the one that is being highlighted the most, is the one that is being talked about the most. But I think there is things happening behind the scenes with other options. Rogers, maybe Rodrigo, doubtful. And there may be other players that Chelsea are looking at. But yeah, so that's just something I wanted to share with you guys today. Let me just stop sharing. Okay.
All right. Thank you very much, Mo, for sharing that. And also, go ahead and let us know your thoughts on these the players.
So for me, I'll have to be honest. Hato is not a player that I knew much about up until quite recently. I've been looking into him over the past couple of days as the link started to build. Prior to that, I didn't really know much about him, to be honest. But what I've seen, what I've read, he is a player that is versatile. He is a player that can perform well in both centre back and left back roles. But this is for Ajax, different type of league, different type of pace. He's young, which is a brilliant sign because young players will adapt quite easily. And I think him coming into Chelsea Football Club as a backup or as cover for Cucurella, even though there is talks that he might be utilized in a centre back position as well, I think he'll be given a chance to go into the team gradually, pick up the pace, learn the system, adjust slowly. So I think he'll be given that time. In regards to Xavi Simons, I think Xavi Simons is a good player. I think he's a great player, and I think
Is it great or good? Mo, is it great or good? He's good.
He's great. He's great. But
great.
He's great.
Well, what has it done to be a great player?
Can I land?
Yeah, go ahead.
So in the Bundesliga, in the international team, playing as an attacking attacking midfielder, or even further up attacking winger, he has done bits. However, that being said, the Premier League is different. So we've seen players who have done fantastically well, both for club and country. I'll give you an example. Saúl Ñíguez. Saúl Ñíguez, when he came to Chelsea, he had been doing a fantastic job in Spain and for the Spanish national team. When he came to Chelsea, he looked like a duck out of water, or fish out of water. Sorry, duck out of water, fish out of water. So he looked like he wasn't in his element. And it took him quite a bit of time to adjust. And towards the end of his, stint at Chelsea, he started to show bits. In regards to Xavi Simons, our experience with RB Leipzig isn't fantastic, isn't great. Recently, our experience with Bundesliga players hasn't been, on the money.
Good.
Yeah. So for me. I told you to let me land, Lee. I told you to let me land. So, for me, he is a great player so far in the element that he's been playing in. will that translate into the Premier League? Will that translate into Chelsea? I have to admit, I'm in two minds. But it's a risk worth taking. A risk worth taking because of the transfer fee. I think that transfer fee, between 50 to 60 million pounds is a reasonable fee. And if that's what we're going to pay, if we're going to pay more than that, I'll be a little bit, hesitant. The contract is one that is currently being ironed out because he is currently, I think, on 250,000 a week, and Chelsea don't want to pay more than 200,000 a week. So I think right now, and this is something I spoke about on my last upload. I think that's what they're working on right now, an incentive, a performance incentive package. So depending on how well he does, that's how much he's going to get paid, and I think that is what we're going to be looking at in regards to him. So yeah, that's my take on both of these two players. I'm not over the moon and really happy and really excited, for either one. I'm not disappointed in either choice, to be fair. I think both will add something to the squad. I would have liked to see something different, though. More experience, but we know with this ownership, experience is something that isn't built elsewhere. Well, they're happy to have players, gain the experience at the club and mature at the club, but they don't want to get players who are in their prime, 26, 27, 28 years old players. It's not what they're looking at. But maybe we do need to get one or two such players. But again, we won the Club World Cup with the young team, so there's different ways to look at it, different opinions, and I respect all.
Thank you very much. Mo has given his, I would say, sermon on these two players regarding Xavi Simons from RB Leipzig. Like you said, Chelsea having had a good luck with Bundesliga players. I remember Timo Werner, a whole lot of them, and so hopefully he turned out good. He turned out good for us in the Premier League. DJ, over back to you. Skylar, there's a question on the screen. Also, I'd like you to address it. Then we go to DJ.
No, we don't need Xavi Simons. We already got 6 or 7 players who can play number 10. We don't play with wingers, so where will he play? No, we don't need him. That's the position we are already filled with Cunha and Mbeumo. We don't need another player like in that profile.
Thank you very much, Scala. DJ, anything you want to add to what Mo just said regarding those two players?
Yeah, I mean, look, I get where Mo's coming from. I get, because they're young players and we can't really say how they're going to turn out. But from what I've seen of young Hato, I think he does look a really, really good prospect. And I think him coming in as cover for Cucurella, who we're probably going to need to have cover for, because I don't think we've got anyone that can actually cover that position at the moment, with obviously Vega and Ben Chilwell, who'd be the guys who'd replace him leaving. So you need someone to come in there. Do I think he can play as a centre back? I think the only thing I say about his centre back position is because for me he's a bit too short. So I think for me at the moment, he'll need to be that cover for Cucurella when Cucurella needs to be rested. In terms of Xavi Simons, I've already said about Xavi
DJ.
Simons.
Before you move on to Simons, what's his height? Hato, what's his height?
I think he's around about.
He's about 6 foot, isn't he?
He's a bit lower than that, bro. I think.
No,
I think he's about 6 foot.
5'10". I think he's
About
5'10".
5'10". That's what I'm thinking about. 5'10".
Yeah, if it's 6 foot, then I say he's tall enough. He should be tall enough.
It's actually 5'9.7", 5.97. So he's almost 5'10".
Steven, he's not tall. He's not tall. 5'9", 5'10" is not tall.
I mean,
it's not. No. It's an average height. It's an average height.
Like, he's still taller than Cucurella, no?
Yeah.
I think every player's taller than Cucurella in that team.
No, but my point wasn't even
It's true, though.
Cucurella.
No,
My point is that
I'm just saying.
people say Cucurella can play centre back. Yeah. Well, if Cucurella can play centre back, Hato definitely can. Plus, Hato's done it more
No,
frequently.
no. I mean, look, listen, I'm not saying he can't do, bro. I'm not saying it at all. As I said, if he, he can. I know he can play in that position as well.
Oh no, I'm not saying you are. I'm just saying
No,
generally.
I'm saying general, bro. I'm saying generally in bro as well. But I think for me, I think he can play in that position as well. I really do. I just think that when you're looking though, I think he's more. I think we both know. I think he's more of a Cucurella replacement. Well, or not replacement, but more of a player to step in for Cucurella when he's not obviously. Well, I think he'll be. I think eventually when Cucurella. Well, let's be. How old is Cucurella now? What, 26, 27
He
now?
just turned 27 like yesterday, didn't he?
27. So yeah.
I saw
So
someone
yeah.
say Chelsea saw Cucurella turn 27 yesterday, and they instantly
did.
moved quickly for Jorrel Hato.
Yeah, I saw that as well, mate. And look, he's still got a way to go. But I mean, Hato will be the one who'll come in as his replacement. When he eventually does decide to leave, or if he goes somewhere else. Well, because I think he's always said that eventually he'll return back to Spain. Cucurella, once his career is done in England. So, I think he'll end up going back then. And obviously, Hato's just a ready place replacement. And I think he can come in and do a good job. I don't know if you guys saw. Maybe it not be much, but I don't know if you guys had a chance to look at X at all. They were showing him against Yamal, and he actually had Yamal pretty much
in his pocket.
done in his pocket. I'm not saying his pocket, but he stopped a lot of his attacks in a game, and I think it was Holland versus Spain. I think he done pretty well in that, and I think they were showing that it was actually quite highlighted. And I think if he can come and do that, I mean, we're looking at a really, really good prospect for us for the future. But in terms and just going on to Simmons now. I mean, look, Simmons for me, yeah. I mean, I know what people are saying. He's young, why would you? I think for me, from what I've seen of him, I think I've said this to you on your stream a couple of days ago. What this guy's got on him, as well as obviously his attacking prowess from being attacking midfielder or plays left. The guy's got an excellent shot on him from distance. And and that is something. And when I see those shots from distance, that just reminds me of. I'm not saying he is, but when I see someone scoring from a distance like that, it just reminds me of Frank Lampard, who used to score from distance. And this guy more or less does the same thing. I'm not saying he's Frank Lampard, by the way. I'm just saying he can shoot from distance. And 9 out of 10 times he scores some goals. Xavi Simons.
Oh, okay. I got lost because 1 second we're on Hato. I had to quickly read a message, and suddenly you're going on about shoot from distance reminds me of Lampard.
No. I'm talking about Xavi Simons, bro.
I needed to clear that up because I was.
Oh, that's right, bro. No worries. Yeah, I think he'd be an excellent prospect. I think he'd be a good signing for us. I really do. But we obviously got to give him time.
Thank you very much, DJ. That's DJ for you. Big up to you, Leighton CFC, of watching this live on X. There's more coming from Scala. Did we lose Scala again? We lost Scala again. Oh, he's back. I think he's having some network connection problem here. But yeah, a reporter saying that we're hearing that German giants Bayern Munich have also been making calls to understand that Simons situation. So this could be is it going to be a bidding? Can it turn into a bidding war? And if so, why is he not signing for the German giants? If they will pay more money, at least they'll pay more than what Chelsea could offer him. Is the pulling power thing?
Who are you referring to, bro? What was that you're saying?
Yeah, no, I was wondering that Bayern Munich have also got involved. They want the signature of this player, and it looks Xavi Simons. So I was like, does it mean that it's going to be a pulling? I mean,
I think
a bidding war here.
No. I think he's made it perfectly clear to Bayern Munich and to them that he wants to move to the Premiership, and he wants to move to Chelsea. So I think they'll make it happen. It's just obviously negotiations between players camp and Chelsea to get that deal done. Yeah.
Thank you very much, DJ. CFC Leighton said a big update with Stanley pushing for Garnacho, and it's becoming obsession with him. This player, with him, this player, he will sell players to get him. I've lot of people I speak to losing their patience with this player. With him, is it Win Stanley or the player? I think Win Stanley, right? That's what it meant, Win Stanley. But thank you very much.
He's on about Win Stanley's pushing for Garnacho, fraudulent nachos. It's becoming obsession with Winstanley for Garnacho. He will sell players to get him. A lot of people that Leighton speaks to are losing the patience with Winstanley.
Yeah, so
Right, we
that's what I
lost
said.
our
Win
patience
Stanley.
with him about 3 years ago. I lost patience with him about a year into him being there. Actually, that's probably generous. Probably before that, but point stands.
The minute he came on board, I lost patience with him. I didn't want him in the first
No,
place.
you got to give them time to see what they can do. Let's be fair.
Because he came from Brighton, bruv.
Yeah, but come on.
That's the reason why.
But not everything from Brighton's bad. Look at Moy.
No. Cucurella and Caicedo are the only two that stand out for me, yeah.
Especially
Oh.
Moy.
We
And
gotta
obviously
give them
now
their
Pedro.
flowers.
Now
We
Jack
gotta
Pedro,
give
now
them. We
Jack
gotta
Pedro.
give Brighton the respect. They've done a good job. They've done
Just
a
don't
good
buy
job.
any
Although,
goalkeepers from them. Or midfielders. We got enough midfielders.
I mean, if we buy 3, and I'll say 8 out of 10 is good. They haven't done anything wrong, and I don't think Sanchez has been bad. Sanchez have won you 2 trophies. They've won you 2 trophies, or one trophy, one of the biggest trophies in the continent. One, I said one big trophy, Club World Cup. He was the one that started it and finished it.
Oh, here we go again, Sanchez. Here we go.
Yeah, I'm not dealing with this Sanchez PR nonsense.
Yeah,
from
bruv. Honestly, mate. Honestly, bruv.
Either way, right? What have we got from them? We got Sanchez, Bob the Baldy.
3.
Yeah. Mark Cucurella, Moises Caicedo, now João Pedro. That's about it, right?
Stevie, you remember a few months ago, you always tell me.
Graham Potter.
What'd you say? Oh no, that was
Graham Potter.
Player-wise.
The worst of them all.
Bro, if we got into backroom stuff, there's about another 6 names to go, and I can't remember all of them. I remember
yeah.
Stevie always tell me that I don't have any respect for Wesley Fofana. But look at you. You're calling our number 1 goalkeeper, bald-headed goalkeeper.
He literally
Look at what you're doing.
I told you this already, Neen. I
call Maresca bald. It don't mean I'm disrespecting him, although with Sanchez, he's very frustrating, so it is more of a disrespect thing. But with Maresca, it's not. So just because I call someone bald, it don't mean it's disrespect.
I just want to say another thing.
I call my granddad bald, yeah.
Everyone in the stream here, right?
Not disrespect.
Everyone in the stream here, I've said it already, and I'm going to say it again, right? Okay, and you guys are my proof of this, yeah? Mo, everyone all here, yeah? I guarantee you this one thing, yeah? If Sanchez makes mistakes next season, watch me come on to this guy in the new season. Trust me.
Please.
He's going to say, why did we keep him? Why didn't I go and get a new goalkeeper? I just know this.
Number 1.
He's going to do that, Nee. Trust me, bruv. My eyes going to be on you, bro.
Can I add my 2 cents? You see, Sanchez could have 89 perfect minutes in a match, but 1 minute that is bad, and we will lose the game.
I mean, Mo, look at the final. He made 2 to 3 mistakes in 85th minute onwards.
Yeah. No, listen. When Sanchez has the ball at his feet, I shit my pants. Listen, honestly. Oh my god, the guy when he has the ball at his feet, I'm literally like, don't look, close your eyes. I mean, he is a mad shot stopper. His presence in that goal is immense. Okay, I still have was it PTSD from Kepa? You know, every long shot that comes in.
Really? Has it come to that? Has it come to that?
Sanchez has fixed that. Sanchez has fixed that, but
he's not fixing distribution.
No,
when the ball is at his feet, I mean, it gives people heart attacks. So,
do you remember his first or second game? It was against Brighton in the cup, and he literally gave them the ball 5 times on the edge of the area. Mate, you don't play for them.
He gave them the ball. They gave it back to him, and then he gave it back to them again.
And he gave it back to them.
What is he doing?
Wait, do you remember?
You have it.
You know, last season it just ended as well. You know the 4-2, the Parma 4 Brighton 2 game, yeah? He literally has 2 errors leading to goal in that game alone. If it weren't for Parma, do you know it weren't even Parma 4 Brighton 2, it was Parma 4 Sanchez 2.
That being said, we got to give him his flowers. He did do the business. He did,
they won't give him. They won't give him that flowers. They won't even take the one he has. They want to take it away from him.
listen. I guarantee you
Okay.
next season. Guarantee you, clip this. I guarantee you next season we're
Yeah.
gonna be coming on the stream and we're gonna be like, why did Sanchez do this? Why did Sanchez do that? It's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. At the same time, we're gonna come here on the stream and like, wow, he had a blinder. He was fantastic. He is one of those players. He will give you some fantastic games and he'll
But
give you some shockers.
but
The
Mo.
the thing is, sorry. The thing is this: like,
Yeah.
we can have that for every single player on the pitch,
There you go.
okay, and it won't be a problem. But with Sanchez, it is a problem because his mistakes cost us games. Other
Yeah, and it's
players,
not
their
just
mistakes, their mistakes may cost you a game, and it may not because of,
Yeah,
because of
It's
what
almost a
they're
lock-in.
playing.
and Mo, and
Yeah.
it's not just mistakes. It's triple the mistakes, bruv. It's triple the mistakes he's going to come and make.
He had the
Yeah?
most in Europe
But-
for a goalkeeper in the last 12
Do you know what I mean?
months.
And
The
every match.
problem is his mistakes are pure stupidity.
Yeah.
Okay, that's the problem.
Exactly.
It's so
If he makes a
avoidable.
mistake, if he makes a
You know.
mistake that is, he mistimes it or but it's don't be stupid. You have the ball,
Oh,
kick it
mate,
out,
these
let
just
them
getting
deal
going.
with it.
Let me ask this. Let me ask Scala. Scala, you there? I know you have a question here regarding to where do we want to finish in the league. I'm make sure I'll ask that question while we're here before we all give our opinion on it before we leave. All right. So Scala, who would you take, Sanchez or Onana? Scala, can you hear me? We can hear from Scala right now.
Wait, Liverpool just
Okay.
put out a tweet saying that they've reached an agreement for Ekitike subject to international clearance. Guys,
Yeah, I
that
can hear you.
Coutinho money's gone well far, man. How are they still using it all these years later? That's always their
Do you know
go-to,
what?
innit? Yeah, but we got the money from Coutinho. Yeah, it wasn't this much.
Do you know what though, bro? I will give Liverpool their flowers. They're like us, mate. When it comes to buying and selling plays, they are very good at doing it. You can't take that
Chelsea
away
are
from them.
literally
Chelsea the same,
actually
bruv.
the best, if I'm not mistaken.
We are the best, but Liverpool, I'd say, is second best at doing that.
Actually, I
the
think
other
they're top
clubs.
10. I don't think they're second best.
Compare Arsenal, Liverpool. Sorry, compare Arsenal, Manchester United, and teams like that. I think they do it better. I really do.
If we're talking only in the Premier League, then yeah, sure.
Yeah. I'm talking about the Prem, bro, not Europe.
Oh, I was
Prem.
talking in general. In general, Chelsea were top in terms of the amount they've got from sales in the last,
Yeah,
I think
of
it was
course.
10 or so years. And I can't
Yeah.
remember who was second.
That was under the Roman era as well, bro, because we still managed to sell.
Yeah,
out
but
by
even
good
under
players.
this lot, like, if
Yeah.
we sell what we want to sell this year, we could make 200 million in sales this summer alone.
100%. You know how good that looks on the books.
Oh, mate, plus the Club World Cup prize money, Champions
top of all
League
that,
money that's
bruv.
coming in,
Yeah.
and the Premier League prize money.
Yeah. And we get criticised by every single stupid idiotic fan out there that don't like Chelsea and telling us we don't know how to run our football club. Yeah, right. We're the best run football
They hate
club in
us
the
because they
Premiership,
ain't
mate.
us, as the saying
Yeah.
goes.
They're worried that we're spending so much money, but they don't realize we're making so much money.
Exactly.
It's not even
Exactly.
that. I think it's just plain ignorance in the sense that it's either ignorance or it's jealousy. It's one or the other. Yeah, because it's like
Both, I think, bruv.
you complain about all the stuff that we
breaking-
do. Go on.
Breaking news. So he got a TK, joins Liverpool and
Yeah, that's the
Frank
thing I was saying.
Perez
Liverpool put out their tweet saying subject
yeah.
clearance.
on a six. No, it's done on a 6-year contract. The fee is 80 million euros fixed fee, 10 million euros in add-ons, 5 million are difficult add-ons. So 10 million easy add-ons and 5 million difficult add-ons as package to French striker.
So 65 million
more.
euros guaranteed. That's what, 58 million pound?
No. So the whole. So what do you mean? No. It's 80.
It's 80 million total, including add-ons, right?
No, plus add-ons. So 80 million fixed fee.
Oh.
Plus 10 million easy add-ons and 5 million difficult add-ons.
So 95
altogether it's
including
95.
add-ons.
But let's say 90 is the realistic fee that will be paid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I thought you were saying it was that But of that, 10 was easy and 5 was difficult. That's what I thought you were saying. That's where the confusion happened.
Yeah. We've got it in pounds. So that was in euros. In pounds sterling, it's actually 69 million pounds. Plus, so 69 million fixed fee plus 10 million pounds in add-ons. That's the breakdown from Ben Jacobs. So Ben Jacobs is totaled it up both easy and the tough.
See, why can't other people like Fab do that? Like, I know that Ornstein does it. Yeah, 9 times out of 10, Ornstein does it. But why can't Fab do that, man? Just make our life easy.
Make
Otherwise,
it
I've
pounds.
got to go on every single one. Go, okay, what? So do this, convert it to this, and I'm living takes ages, man.
I mean, according to Matt Law, Chelsea plan to offset their spending this summer by making over 200 million in sales.
Yeah, told you.
To Matt Law.
That was earlier. I think I sent that to Nee as well.
That's an interesting. You know what? And what Mo was saying earlier on is actually a little bit. There's more to what you were saying, Mo, but it's a little bit different to here. It's just like more or less everything you've just said. It just says here a deal for Xavi Simons, who is valued around 60 million, is dependent on one sale being agreed. But that should not be the issue with Nkunku, now a wanted man, João Felix, target of Benfica, and others, and the possibility of offers for Nicholas Jackson. This is again Matt Law saying this.
Well, when Nkunku has interest from multiple clubs, I think there's even interest from Leipzig to take him back. There's interest from Leipzig for Carney Chukwuemeka as well. So
apparently he doesn't want Leipzig though, does he? That's the problem.
Who? DJ
Carney Chukwuemeka.
Carney can
DJ. So I think Carney wants to go back to Dortmund.
Yeah, he does.
In regards to the fees.
Yeah.
There's a lot of talk about Chelsea having to sell to buy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I think the journalists are deliberately trying to mislead the fans.
Oh, it's
Chelsea don't have to sell to buy. Chelsea have to sell because of the squad size.
Literally,
that's right.
Literally.
That's right.
So
right.
we do need to sell, but it isn't because of the financial implications.
Mm-hmm.
We literally just made over 100 million pounds in the Club World Cup.
Then
we
about
can afford
167 from Premier League prize money as well on top of that.
Yeah,
like we're good.
So we can easily afford these players that we're looking at right now. I mean, the players on the screen right now won't cost more than 100 million.
No,
but
that's right.
But
maybe
we need to sell. Well, I mean, with add-ons and whatnot, but we need to sell to streamline our squad. We've got players who are first team players that don't need to be there if we are going for players to replace them. I mean, Sterling, Nkunku potentially, Jackson.
Yeah.
All these players do need to be sold, but it isn't because of the financial aspect. However, they are talking about it. They are talking about it like it's a money thing. Oh, how can Chelsea afford to buy these players if they haven't sold these players? We don't need to sell them for the financial aspect. We need to sell them for the squad size, and that is what is misleading a lot of the fans.
But that's the thing, yeah. Like part of it is also on rival fans being idiots, yeah. But also the other part of it is just the media hate for Chelsea is very misleading towards the rivals in the sense that the media love it because you get bites on it from Chelsea fans going, what the bleep are you talking about, this, that, and the other? And then you get all the rival fans eating it up going, yeah, go on, they're doing this and they're not allowed to do this and it's all criminal. And it's like, well, no, we're doing everything by the law, mate. What do you mean? Oh, you can't sell your women's team. Hello, Aston Villa. Yeah, you're allowed to do it. That's okay.
Do you know what? People forget, and especially the young fans, they forget that Chelsea has been scrutinised for the past decades. Not
Mate,
the
we have
past
people like
couple of
Martin
years.
Ziegler wanting us to go out of business.
Decades. We're scrutinised on every aspect, financial aspect, our stadium, our pitch, our players. Even if you watched that game, the Club World Cup final, okay, you could see that there was a script that Chelsea would be losing that night and Paris Saint-Germain would be walking away with the trophy. Even the referee had read that script before the game and he was doing everything he could to make it happen, to make Chelsea lose that game. All right. we every time we play a final, we are playing against the odds. I mean,
Chelsea against the world, guys.
we should
Chelsea against
have
the world.
at least 3 European Cups right now, if not 4. All right, but because of refereeing decisions, because of the script that didn't go our way, or that went to their plan, we were robbed. And we are scrutinized at every level. So believe me when I say to you, Chelsea do what they can to stay within the law, within the parameters. Okay, because they know there's 10 men behind them watching them and watching every move they make. Okay, so if you look at, and again, I'm not a big fan of Todd Bowley and Iqbali, but they have bent the rules, they have found loopholes, and they have confused the hell out of the system, and they've done what they've done because they're smart. They're smart as businessmen, dumb when it comes to football, but they are smart as
To be fair, at least
businessmen.
Bowley's learning on that.
They're learning. They've improved immensely. I think a lot of the fan base will change their tune if the title is won next season, and potentially we are contenders. I think all the hate and all the and I have to put my hands up, and I've contributed to it because I've not been happy with Todd Bowley and Iqbali. Am I happy with them now? No, but I am seeing progress, and I have to acknowledge it.
But that's all you
And
can
if
ask
we,
for is progress.
yeah, and if we win the title next season, or if we win a couple of a couple more trophies, what more can we ask for? I mean, let's just just speak to Arsenal.
Do you know what I respect about you, Mo, is that unlike some people, you actually go. I kind of see it now. Like, do you know what I mean? Whereas some people, even when we win, they go, "Oh, I still want these owners out." I'm like, one, shut up, but just be happy with the success that we've got. Yeah, like after the Club World Cup, so many people were going, but F Egbali, F Clearlake, F Bowley. I'm like, look, I'm one of the biggest haters of Clearlake for all this BS that Clearlake have done. Bowley, not so much, because I understand what Bowley kind of wants to do. We saw the first window, he wanted to bring experience in, and I know through how he's run the Dodgers kind of what his idea is. So it's not exactly the same, but it is what it is, right? So more so Clearlake's issue with me, but even me, I'm like, couldn't you just be happy that we've just won against, not even won, we dismantled that PSG team, this PSG super team, yeah? Like, just for once. Do you know what makes me laugh, though? It's also the media narrative, because it was Chelsea are going to get battered, Chelsea got get bad. And then, to use the term that doesn't often get used, well, it does sometimes get used, the media were suddenly, after the final, waxing lyrical about how great Chelsea are and this and that. And I'm like, hold up. Let's not forget you were all chatting this. I put a tweet out about it.
Just 90 minutes ago. Just 90 minutes ago. 100%.
Yeah. Literally, like, I put out a tweet, I think it was the same day or a few days later, and I put Neville, like, £1 billion bottle jobs, Carragher, not a young, exciting team, stop signing for Chelsea, it's chaos, all this, quotes from them, Do you know what I ended it with? Just quickly, I ended it with this not so young and exciting team's just become world champs. Thank you very much. It's all that needed to be said.
Yeah, no. Listen, how many so-called YouTubers, social media influencers promised to go bold to shave their heads if Chelsea were to win?
Oh, like all the rivals. I haven't even seen that. Do you know what my favorite one is? My favorite one, we reference him a lot because his delusion is Taya, and they were having an argument about, well, Chelsea won it all. He goes, they haven't done Invincibles, and even I think it's Laurie, the other Arsenal fan. Someone said he's Thingy's brother. I don't know if that's true or they just.
He looks like him. He looks like him. Yeah.
Maybe something relative. I don't know necessarily brother, but who knows? But even him and like the Liverpool fan went, Ty, that's not a trophy. He went, but is there a trophy goal? It's like, bro, just shut up, please. Like, even them lot have had enough, because like it's literally not a trophy. You don't. Invincibles isn't a trophy. You've not won Invincibles. You've won the Premier League. going unbeaten, which, for the record, we got screwed in a game against Man City, a BS penalty the next season, which is the only game we lost. And we won the league with less draws, and we won it with more points, and the best offensive record, which still holds to this day.
15 goals conceded in an entire season.
And then when we won the Champions League with Lampard and Tuchel as our managers in that season, we broke the Champions League record. Like, it's just what we do.
Yeah,
it just is.
Yeah, no, Stephen. One thing I want to say is this.
Yeah, go for
it. Be humble, okay? Be humble, and at the same time, be honest.
Mm-hmm.
We all have an opinion, and we base our opinion on the facts of the day. Okay. If the facts change, if the situation changes, then I am entitled to change my opinion.
Yeah.
I am entitled to say, my opinion was wrong. My perception wasn't accurate. I think if you're humble enough and you're able to do that, then
it's
you're
also an
honest with
ego
yourself.
thing, isn't it?
Yeah, I mean, it's like, I can't be seen to be wrong. No, why? Are you a human being? Or are you?
Also, if you're
artificial
talking from
intelligence?
perspective of what you were saying about this ownership, yeah.
Yeah,
If anything, as a fan who doubted them, you want to be proven wrong. You want to be wrong.
100%, 100%.
Like, it's
listen,
better.
I would rather have my ego hurt and Chelsea win the European Cup, win the Premier League, be top of the top club in Europe. I'd much rather have that than to say, oh, you know what, I can't say I was wrong. Of course I can. Of course I can. I would love to see nothing but success for my club. And if these guys can do it, I'll take my hat off to them. Well done. Thank you very much. Big up to you.
Yeah.
It's there is a sentiment, and I think people are saying, oh, but if we follow this ownership, if we like what these guys are doing, if we say that these guys are good, we're disrespecting Roman. No,
both can be correct.
No one can disrespect what Roman has achieved as the owner of Chelsea Football Club. That has gone down in history. That is a legacy. No one can disrespect it. All right. If these guys do better, fantastic, because they only did better building on the foundation that he laid out. And then, so you can be, a supporter of what Roman did and also be a supporter of what these guys potentially are going to do.
They're two different models, but if both of them work, then you can't complain. You're a Chelsea fan.
Yeah.
Then.
And I'll go further and say, look, I was a big fan of Ken Bates. Ken Bates had his issues, had his mistakes and his problems, but he kind of got the ball rolling, and sold the club to a person who he could see was going to do nothing but spend a lot of money on the club. So I don't think it's wrong for us to support the right decisions, the right steps that these guys are taking. I think one thing that we have learned from Roman Abramovich is do things differently. Make your own impact. When Roman Abramovich came, he did a madness on the transfer market. He did things that people were looking at like, what is he doing? How is he doing this? Okay, and these guys, they've come in and they're trying to implement their model. Let's bring in babies, players in nappies and win. And right now we're seeing that there is a method to the madness. Let's hope it continues. Let's hope it develops into something better, and we'll just see.
Do you know what I'll quickly add? Is that on top of that, right? The other thing that I'd add is, I think the first thing for this ownership was the Champions League final, because PSG, like us, and we've touched on it on this stream, have a young squad. Yeah, we've touched on that today, and we've touched on it in the past as well, around the Club World Cup final, around Champions League final, all that. Yeah, and I think for the ownership, that would have strengthened their faith in their ideas as well. in the sense that they would have looked at it and gone, right, they're young, it's working for them in Europe, not just in their league, because we know the faults on the league are it's very much one team, and you can't even argue that. Every now and then you might get a Monaco win it, for example. But 9 times out of 10, PSG are winning it. So we know faults on league, but for them to do it on the European stage, I think they're the youngest team to ever do it, if I'm not mistaken, in Europe, or very close to it. That would have strengthened the ownership's belief in that as well and in their model, because it's very similar. And then to go out and absolutely dismantled that PSG team in the Club World Cup final. And look, people have said, oh, PSG are tired, they had the long season, this, that, and the other. They weren't tired when they were smashing Real Madrid, though, were they? What happened there? So, what, suddenly Chelsea win 3-0, could have been 4, 5, or 6. Oh, they're tired. No, don't discredit Chelsea, because next time we play certain teams of a certain ilk, certain level, yeah, if we do it again, what's the excuse that time? Oh, it's a long season. All right, cool. So if, for example, our first few games of the season, obviously, we know going into the international break, they're not difficult teams, yeah? So in that sense, if we go in strong to the international break, and then obviously not long after that we got Man U, let's see how they're shaping up at the start of the season, and we smash them. Was it going to be it's only Man U? If we then go and smash Arsenal, yeah, I'm not saying we will, I'm just speaking hypotheticals, of course, we don't know what's going to happen. If we end up smashing Arsenal, or we beat Liverpool 1-0, smash Arsenal, whatever, yeah? I can't remember the exact way around all these fixtures. It is what it is. But the point stands, if we smash like Arsenal and then we beat Liverpool like 1-0, whatever, yeah? And they got to go, yeah, but it's this, it's that, or the ref this, the ref that. Like, no, just give us our credit, because we've earned it and we deserve it. And like I've said and you've said, we've not been the biggest fans of some of the owners or all of the owners, depending who you're talking to, yeah? But right now, they are proving people wrong, and they deserve their credit for that. My biggest issue, and I've said it before, my biggest issue with Winstanley and Stewart isn't even their talent ID as such. Yeah? Granted, a lot of the talent ID has been Joe Shields, right? It's their negotiation skills are severely lacking. I've used the example a lot, but look at Caicedo, yeah? He knew we wanted him from, I think it was the January or the February, and we said we'll come back in, kept speaking and checking in on him and everything like that. I remember there being articles, Chelsea were still checking in like regularly and all that, yeah? And then when we had the chance to sign him, obviously over the summer, we were talking from June, and there was talk in June, July, it could be 80 million. We wait till Liverpool come in and try to hijack it. Shout out Caicedo, because he went, no, I'm waiting for Chelsea. Yeah. And then we pay 30 million more than we're supposed to if you include the add-ons into that. Yeah. And it's like, you literally could have saved yourself money before that. I think Nia's back now. I don't know if DJ's back or was here, but it looks like Nia's back. So, Nia, if you are back, do you want to hop back in? Have you got anything to share on the screen? Actually, no, don't share your screen yet, because you've got thingy open. But yeah.
Yeah, no, you're spot on. You're spot on in regards to the way we move in the transfer market has been a disaster class recently. In regards to having everything out in the open. I remember in the previous administration, we did some deals that way. We did some deals behind closed doors. But I think we're seeing a more close knit method of movement in the transfer market right now. We know there's interest in Xavi, but we're not really knowing much about what's going on in regards to the figures. Every journalist is giving their own opinion. It's going to be this, it's going to be that, but we still really don't have any any clear clear facts, clear information. And I think the Pedro Neto signing was was one that surprised a lot of people, and I think there is going to be one more this window. I think there is one more signing that we're going to find.
When we're done with this, I want to move on to. I don't think Carney's been spoken on much yet, so I want to move on to that so we can get towards the end of the stream. And like Nee, I think's back as well.
Yeah, Carney's been linked with Leipzig, but I don't think he wants to do that. Yeah,
I hope he does, because that makes life easy for Chelsea. Nee, if you're back, what are your thoughts on potentially Carney to Leipzig, or who knows, maybe Dortmund if they listen to Chelsea and they actually do a permanent deal, because Chelsea only want a permanent, whereas Dortmund are trying to loan again. I've said it before, it's always the German and the Italian teams.
Is that Nee?
No, anyone. I've just got a message from Nee, so I was just replying.
Okay, yeah. So I think Carney is being approached by a number of clubs. They want him on a loan deal. Chelsea are not interested in sending him out on loan. They want a permanent deal to be done. From what I understand, there's two clubs that are interested: Dortmund for a loan and Leipzig potentially for a transfer. And it might play a part in the whole Xavi Simons deal. Maybe there will be an agreement where we'll buy Xavi Simons for this price, but you guys are going to have to buy Carney for this price, or we're going to do a player exchange, something like that. But I think Carney potentially will be going back to the Bundesliga. If he gets what he wants, that'll be Dortmund. If he doesn't get Dortmund, then I think he will go to Leipzig just to ensure they can get game time.
Yeah, I kind of spoke on it earlier. DJ, if you're on here, just let us know, and then after we'll wrap up. But yeah, your thoughts are my thoughts on that. I sort of spoke on it earlier as well.
Yeah, I've been here, guys. I've just been listening to what you guys have been saying. That's why I didn't want to interrupt you guys. I've been listening to what you guys have been saying back and forth.
Yeah, I just want to quickly. Sorry, I want to apologize, because we have gone on multiple tangents, and I didn't mean for that to happen.
Yeah, just on Carney. Listen, I agree with you both. I think for him now, he needs to be playing regular football now. I think getting a loan move to Dortmund. For me, I know he wants Dortmund. But you've got a club that's willing to pay money for you and say you're guaranteed to come in and start for us. So for me, it's a no-brainer. I mean, I know he's liked his time in Dortmund. I know he's built a big he's built a very good rapport with their fan base over there. And I think that's the reason why he wants to go back there. But look, listen, we want to go to we're in a position where we're in a situation now where we want to sell some of our plays. And if we can get any kind of money for Carney Chukwuemeka, I'm gutted in fact that he didn't actually work out for him, because I thought when we first got him, I actually thought he was going to be an excellent signing for us. I really did. Seeing him when he made his debut for Villa coming on, I thought this kid is going to be brilliant, but his injury has just been horrendous for him, and I don't think that's the reason why it's not worked for him. So yeah, for me, he needs to go. Even that means even involving Xavi Simons and him in some kind of a deal where we pay half of the transfer fee for him and he goes as part of the deal. That's something we can do. Even a swap as most said as well. So yeah, I'm definitely in agreement with you guys on that one.
Okay. I am gonna wrap it up. I think we should end it there. Sorry for how parts of the show went today, guys. Hopefully you still got something out of it. I think the plan is to be back tomorrow.
Steven, is Nee okay? Because I can't see him in the backstage. Is he all right? Is everything good?
I'm messaging him. But yeah, I think maybe stay around after, see if he comes back and stuff. But
cool.
Yeah, big up to Mo, Skylar, DJ, obviously Nee as well. Big up to everyone in chat. I can't remember everyone's names, so I've seen Dills is in here.
Big
Who
up
else
deals,
is
by
in
the way.
here?
Big up deals.
Leighton, Zero,
Everyone in the
Courtney,
comments.
Randall, Cole Palmer, Rabataha, Michael, Daniel Knights.
Skylar.
Yeah, I said Skylar as well because he was on here. But if I've missed you, sorry guys. There's been quite a few people. But yeah, I think the plan's to be back tomorrow. So hopefully we catch you guys tomorrow. And peace.
Yeah, peace out, guys. Peace out.